Okay, here's the second signature of my Harry Potter book. I like this page. There's nice journaling lines, and it has an owl, and I like owls. There's my favorite professor, Professor McGonagall. There's one of the proclamations. This was printed larger, and I just stitched it into the book. Here's one of the quotes. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. Here's the Ravenclaw badge, and their colors are blue and silver. I didn't have silver seam binding, but that's a grayish, silvery gray, bluish seam binding, so that was close enough for me. There's a little castle. There's Dumbledore. Love Dumbledore. An owl piece. This is from Dreams, Etc. Ephemera pack. Some stenciling and spraying. This one, I had a piece of embossed card that from a Tim Holtz embossing folder, and I just kind of cut it apart and glued it on as just decorative elements there. There's the Hogwarts symbol, a London piece that's from Dreams, Etc., as are these pieces that are tucked in. Another ledger paper. Here's my Snape, Professor Snape page. There's him and his Patronus, and this says the Potions Master. This has a silvery fiber in it because the Patronus is a silvery, misty thing. And then this is something I found on either Google or Pinterest. Today's plan of action. So it's like a little planner page, but it has Harry Potter elements on it, decorating it. And another envelope stitched in. This one has an owl on it. And this is one of the Charms tags that I just made it big, or left it big. You get 2 large and 2 smaller ones on the page, and then I think I printed them. I reduced the size, so I got several different sizes of these tags. But anyway, I just used paper clips to stick it on there. And here's a page of the candy from the candy cart from the train. Chocolate frogs. And I put some tabs, black tabs on some of the pages. There's another, this one is Harry's Patronus. It says Expecto Patronum, and there's a Hufflepuff badge. And here's a frame that says Room of Requirement. A little owl there. This is what happened when I tried to copy dye the printed paper. But I like that effect. All that red, that pink color was red on this side of the page. I didn't want to waste the paper, so I used those. I think I did it to like three pages, but I used them. So this is, I believe that's from Dreams, Etc. too, and I just glued it on as a pocket. There's Hagrid, and this says the Forbidden Forest with a centaur on it. And the third signature. This is not from Dreams, Etc. That's a book cover that I found on my Google search. It says Magical Theory by Adalbert Waffling. So this book cover became the cover of my third signature. Here's one of the little charm spell cards, I guess they are. Pumpkin brew. I think in the movie it's in the books it's pumpkin juice. And here's the third envelope. I love this page with all the vintage looking books. Of course I would love that. 9 3/4. Here's another vellum pocket. And this is the same book cover, but I shrunk this one down. There's a piece of that savings bond that I had cut off. There's another piece of it. A little map. Slytherin is green and silver. And there's Newt Scamander from the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Another owl. This ticket was stitched on as a pocket. It has a couple of tags inside. And then on the back of each book, I had taken a plain library pocket and did a bunch of stamping with images that were appropriate for these books. So we each have one of those, and then tucked inside it is this printout of a Hogwarts report card. So that can be used for journaling. And then I ran out of black thread, and the only thing I had to do to complete the last thing in the last book was stitch this piece of elastic together, and I ran out of black thread. I have to buy some tomorrow. But this is how I'm fastening or closing the books. I have an eyelet at the top and the bottom on the back, and this elastic came off of this card. I have several of these cards with different color schemes that I purchased at Walmart in the jewelry making department in the craft area. So I just threaded that through the holes, and I will stitch those ends together, and then it just wraps around the front like that to close the book. So that one's mine, and I will show you one of the kids. This one is for my grandson. And I'll just go through this very quickly because there are many of the same elements, but a few different things. I gave the kids this. This is one of the background papers from this, and I like this. It has his lightning bolt and his glasses. We all have the same setup on our page. And this page is the same for all of us too. Oh, sorry. Trying to get comfortable here. We all have the envelopes in the middles of our books. This was just cut off one of the pages that I didn't use. I cut off some elements to use as pockets. There's his Harry Potter picture. This one says, "I solemnly swear that I am up to no good." He has a picture of Ron. Free invisibility cloaks and caution, watch your step, stairs change. There's Sirius in the fire. We all got this picture of Dumbledore. We all had to have Dumbledore. Here's another embossed card that I had. So I just cut a part of it off and curved it and glued it on as a little tuck spot here for some more train tickets. This one has two pieces tucked in. Another owl. Quidditch. And there's that organizer page that I showed you from my book. crunchy cockroach cluster. And then I had some extras of these, so I just decorated one of his pages with them. This one has some more of the candy cards. There's lovely Luna Lovegood. I like that character too. This actually came off of a DVD paper, one of the pages that comes in the DVD. And the final envelope. Little booklet. We all got 2 booklets tucked into a vellum pocket, and the vellum pockets have lace trim. This is pretty lace trim with some gray, and I really thought that was neat. The other one also has, it's a different one, but it also has gray on it, and I got them at Hobby Lobby. This one has a little bit of black lace at the top. Another piece of that embossed cardstock. And here's the other piece of the DVD liner, and that was glued on as a pocket. And there's the elastic stitched together. So again, 4 books. This is my granddaughter's, my grandson's, and mine, and my I think I said stepdaughter. She's my daughter-in-law. I don't have a stepdaughter. My daughter-in-law. I don't know what I said in the first video, but like I said, it's late. Oh, something else I want to show you. For the grandkids albums, I found these on Pinterest, and I think it's 9 sheets all together, and there are 6 cards on each sheet. And I cut up one set and put them in this drawstring bag that has swirly stuff on it, so we can pretend it's spells spinning through the air. But I won't take them all out of the bag. But they are cards that they can play. It's Would You Rather. Would you rather have detention with Professor Umbridge or take occlumency lessons with Professor Snape? So they're all questions about what you would choose, given a choice between one thing or another, having to do with the Harry Potter books. So each of the kids is going to get a set of those cards, and they will have fun with them. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these books that I made. It was a lot of fun doing them. I'm very glad that they're done, so I can move on to something else now. But I think they'll enjoy getting them for Christmas. Excuse me for bumping the camera again. And obviously I will not be posting this until after Christmas, so they will have had their gifts already by the time you see this. So I will be showing you something else sometime soon. Thanks very much for watching. Good night.